All right, let's talk about something we all face at work, staring at a blank page when you've got a deadline. In this explainer, we're going to look at how you can use AI to tackle professional emails, turning what can be a really time-consuming task into something super quick and easy.
You know the feeling, right? That blinking cursor. It's almost like it's mocking you. The pressure's on, and just figuring out how to start can be the hardest part. It doesn't matter if it's a simple update or a big email to a client, that blank screen is just intimidating.
Okay, let's put ourselves in a real-world scenario. Picture this. Your boss walks over and says, hey, I need you to reschedule that big client meeting and I need a professional email to go out like right now. Panic sets in. But what if you had an assistant that could whip up a draft for you in just a few seconds?
Well, that's exactly where AI comes in. And I want you to stop thinking about it as some complicated futuristic tech. Instead, just picture it as your own personal assistant, one that's ready to take that blank page and turn it into a solid first draft pretty much instantly.
Now let's zoom in on that word right there. Amplifies. This is so important. AI is not here to replace you or your skills. It's a tool, plain and simple. It's meant to take the skills you already have and just supercharge them, helping you get your work done faster and maybe with a little more confidence.
And hey, it's not just for emails. I mean, think about it. You can use it to summarize a super long report in a flash, brainstorm ideas for a presentation when you're stuck, or get a quick answer to a question without having to dig through a million folders. It's a really versatile sidekick to have for all kinds of daily tasks.
So, how do we actually do this? It's not magic, I promise. It's actually a very simple, repeatable process. Let's break down the exact workflow you can use every single time you need to draft an email using AI.
It really just boils down to these 3 steps. First, you figure out exactly what you need. Second, you write a crystal clear instruction for the AI. And third, and this is hands down the most important part, you take what the AI gives you and you make it better with your own human touch.
All right, time to get our hands dirty. We're going to run this exact process with a hands-on challenge. We'll draft a quick internal email about a meeting change. You know, the kind of thing you have to do all the time. It's perfect for seeing how this all works in real time.
So, on to step 2, the prompt. Here's what we're going to feed the AI. And notice how specific this is. It says who the email is for, what it's about, and it gives all the key details. The day, the old time, the new time. With AI, clarity is king. The better your prompt, the better the result you're going to get.
Okay, we've given our assistant its marching orders. Now for the fun part. We hit generate and see what it comes up with. This part always feels a little like magic, even though we know it's just really smart code doing its thing.
And here we go, our first draft. It's functional. I mean, the information is correct, right? It gets the job done. But let's be real, it's also pretty robotic. It's got zero personality.
So the big question is, could you just send this? Technically, yeah. But should you? Does it really reflect you and your professional style? Probably not. And that leads us to the most critical step in this whole entire process.
This is where you, the human, take back control. Think of it this way. The AI gave you the raw material, like a lump of clay. Now it's your job as the artist to shape it into something that's actually polished and professional.
And this is the main takeaway here. An AI is a tool, but you are still the one hitting send. You're responsible for making sure the facts are right, that the tone is appropriate, because the AI doesn't know your company's culture or your relationship with your team. You do. Your job is to make sure it sounds like it came from a person, and specifically from you. This slide just says it all, doesn't it? Look at this side by side. On the left, that raw, kind of clunky AI output, and on the right, the polished final version. See the little changes? The subject line is better, the tone is friendlier, and there's a clear action item at the end. It probably took all of 30 seconds to edit, but it makes a world of difference.
Okay, quick pop quiz. We've walked through the whole thing. We saw the AI draft, and we saw how a human can improve it. So, what's the one step in this process that you can never, ever skip?
That's it. You have to review and edit the output, always. Never just copy, paste, and send. Your professional reputation is in that email. If you only remember one thing from this whole explainer, please make it this.
So let's bring it all home. When you use this simple workflow, AI stops being some abstract, scary thing, and it becomes what it's meant to be, a practical, helpful partner that's there to amplify your skills every day.
The bottom line is this: you are always in the driver's seat.
AI is the tool that gives you a running start. It handles the busy work of getting words on the page so you can focus on the stuff that really matters, the strategy, the tone, and connecting with people.
And that leads us to our final question for you. Now that you've got this workflow in your back pocket, what's the first task on your to-do list that you're going to amplify with your new AI assistant? Thanks so much for tuning in.